very natural sounding distortion.
Hey Guitar Pro folks, welcome to the Guitar Pro channel. I'm with a man who needs no introduction, of course, he's a legend. I'm with Tim Pierce. Tim, thank you so much for letting us in your home, in your amazing studio. I feel like I'm in a plane, or I don't know, it's full of amazing stuff. Really, thank you for your time. It's amazing.
Thank you, and thank you for Guitar Pro. It's so helpful to me and to all the members of my masterclass, and look forward to Guitar Pro in the future. What you guys are doing, some great things, and looking forward to all of it.
Thank you very much. And yeah, we've met a few times. It was maybe 2 years ago at the NAMM show.
NAMM show, yeah.
And we talked about Guitar Pro a lot, and it was a good time. We were with Rick Beato, I think,
we were,
at that time.
Yeah.
It was, for me, it was completely. I was on the ground like, oh my God, they are there, they are real, and yeah, that was amazing. And thank you for giving away Guitar Pro files into your masterclass. You can go check it out. Sorry, it's you're gonna learn a lot of stuff, really. If you want to tell a bit about your masterclass.
Well, it's designed for guitar players, mostly intermediate, but I have added a beginner course recently that's very structured. We have beginner, late beginner, and then every level of intermediate. And it seamlessly works with Guitar Pro. The tabs and everything seamlessly work with it. So I recommend you add Guitar Pro if you sign up for the masterclass. You've kindly offered us a 20% discount.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, it's an educational platform for people who want to play melodic soloing, blues, rock, pop, R&B, and yeah, we have thousands of members, and everybody's pretty happy. So
yeah, you've got so many things to learn, and yeah, I need to practice like everyone.
Like everyone,
That's
yeah,
why your lessons are
like me
great
too. Yeah, it's like
everyone, every guitarist.
our lives get so busy that sometimes we have to carve out time for the guitar. So that's just the way it is. Yeah.
So we met again at the NAMM show this year, which was really great for me because I've met my guitar heroes like John Koneski from Tenacious D. So yeah, tell me what did you think about this year?
Well, I loved it because I get to meet my YouTube audience and my masterclass members. And you walk the floor and people are so appreciative, and they come up and they say hi, and I ask them where they're from and what their names are, and we have a little conversation. So for me, that is the nicest part of it. And then I also love all of the inventors, I call them, the people that make the gear that we love.
Yeah.
Everybody is an inventor. And they're small, medium, big companies. You know, like I walked with Paul Reed Smith, and while he got his badge, he's an old friend of mine. He has a big company. And then I have a friend at Shabbat Guitars who has a small company, and everybody puts their personality into what they make. And that's what I really, really like. Everybody really, really puts everything they have into what they make.
I think, yeah, I agree. It's really amazing to meet so many creative people. It's amazing just to discuss what they are going to do, what they've done. Yeah, I agree. You just discover a lot, and you learn a lot. It's a teaching experience for me. The NAMM show. It's a bit crazy and loud, but yeah, you learn plenty of stuff.
It's very fatiguing. By the end of the day, you're ready to go home.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the beach. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, you mentioned your life, a bit of your life that you needed time to practice. So could you tell me what is the daily routine of a YouTuber? Because if someday I want to become a YouTuber, what should I expect? I mean, a lot of work, I guess.
A lot of work, and it depends. If you get to a certain point where you can have a team, then it's helpful. If you have one other person, well, that's a team. So I would encourage you at the earliest possibility to get somebody to help you with some of the things that take so much of the time, and pay that person and form a bond with them and have them be part of your team. So I was a session musician my whole career, and I still do sessions, but now it's by choice. I just do some sessions for friends and family. Most of my days are spent making content for the masterclass, educational films, and then YouTube videos for, the YouTube audience. And it's a joy and a pleasure. I apply myself every day, make a lot of mistakes still. I make some bad films that I have to redo and turn into good films. It's constantly, every day is the first day of school, because when you make a YouTube video, it's always a different subject. So you're starting over with every new subject, and every subject requires a different formula for making it engaging. So it's not like you can repeat the process. You're kind of starting, you're making a new film every single time. So it's a lot of work, but I have a great film editor, and that's my biggest saving grace. And then for the master class, I have 3 other employees. So I would say my advice to you is to start, and then the things that take the most time, see if you can create a small team to help you.
Okay, yeah. And how do you choose the topics? I mean, it's really difficult to stand out in YouTube now. It's really important, as you said earlier, to choose the title right.
The title and the thumbnail are key. People will click on it if it's interesting to them and or provocative, or if they're curious. Sometimes if you do a title and thumbnail that don't tell what the actual story is, that's almost better because they have to click on it to find out what you're talking about and what you're saying and what you're doing. But I feature often legendary guitar players like Jimi Hendrix or Jimmy Page or Larry Carlton or Skunk Baxter. I often tell stories about legendary musicians, or I'll show a piece of gear that I really believe in, that I think is worth sharing with the audience.
Okay, I see. Yeah, great. So you said at NAMM, that we've done new stuff, new technological stuff. We could talk about AI if you want. Many people are maybe afraid of it. I don't know. Personally, I'm very excited about it, especially if you can use it right to make music. Not doing music for yourself and doing nothing else. I mean, it can't do anything. I think, to my opinion, it's wrong. But have you got an opinion about that? I mean, how do you feel about?
Yeah, I mean,
new
you
technology
can't.
is quite scary.
You can't be afraid of it because it is unstoppable. First of all, so I would take the parts of it that are useful to you. Like I heard an AI program recently that some YouTubers showed us. Specifically Sean Daniels and Dovidas, and then another one, Landon Bailey. They showed a program that writes songs, and I was super impressed with the lyrics that it wrote. And my excitement about it, well, you know, you could be afraid that, well, this is going to replace human beings. It's not quite good enough. But the fact that you could start a song by giving this thing a theme and an idea and a style, and it would show you, I mean, some of the lyrics and the rhyming were quite good. And so to use that as a starting point and then start writing, I mean, it takes the blank piece of paper that's everybody's kind of, you know, existential nightmare, you know, what am I going to do? And it would actually just get you like 7 steps forward. So you'd be able to start sooner you'd have a starting point. So I think that's exciting. I signed up for Chat GPT the first time when it first became available, and I started asking it for YouTube titles. And so that was just a practical thing. The thing about it is you still have to choose what you want to create, but it gives you options to start from.
Yeah, I use it for marketing, you know. It doesn't give me the answers, but it gives me ideas to find answers, you know.
Exactly. Well put.
Like I tell him,
you said it quicker than I did.
I tell him, give me 100 ideas to do a thing, a marketing, and gives me plenty of ideas and say, this one is wrong, but if I do this one with this one, I mean...
It spurs your mind. It spurs your creativity. Yeah.
And it's quick, and you can do many things. I'm amazed of all the new apps you can find. I've tried one with you can talk to the screen and then the application translate what you say, but with your voice you can hear yourself.
I've heard about this.
Speaking in different languages. And it is your voice. I mean, you can show it to your friends and they will believe it's you.
It would be amazing for teaching people all over the world if you have a course you want to teach.
Yeah, of course. I think YouTubers are going to do that, to translate their videos in that way because it's quite efficient and impressive. Yeah. So, as you might know, I've got a page which is called Guitar Pedal of the Day. So, I love pedals, obviously. So, I've just have a question, maybe just out of curiosity. What was your first pedal that you maybe paid for it or acquired, or what is the first pedal you touched and played with it?
So I am older, and I was born in '58, and I started playing guitar at age 12, so that would be 1970.
Okay.
Now, at that moment, there was not a lot available, which is both beautiful and kind of limiting. I think my first pedal was a Crybaby.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I remember the excitement that I could actually make a wah-wah
of course.
sound. And then after that, I think a Univox Super Fuzz was my
okay.
next pedal.
I see.
Later, a couple of years later, I got a real Univibe with the
okay.
photo cell and the light pedal.
Yeah.
It actually broke very quickly, so I didn't
Okay.
keep it that long. But making that Hendrix sound with a real Univibe was great. So there wasn't a lot out there then, so I think we're talking the Crybaby.
A bit like Hendrix in a way. He
Yes.
was just using maybe that. And,
That's all that was available.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there were only 3 or 4 things available, so it made it easy to find your first and second and third devices. Yeah.
When you've got any choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So in front of me, I've got an amazing pedal board. You're going to use it at the Grammys, if I'm right?
Mm-hmm. Then I'll keep it for a while. I'll use some session or gig I'm going to do as an excuse to build a new pedal board, and then I'll keep it intact for about 6 months, and I'll build a new one. You know, it always changes.
Yeah, of course.
But this one's great. One of the constants is this Dingbat Plus pedal board system by Voodoo Labs. It's a programmable loop strip, and I can either do scenes where I can just switch from multiple pedal combinations. So the verse can be, you know, tremolo and a little reverb, and then the chorus can be high gain, delay, and whatever else you want. So you can do scenes, or you can just do it with 8 loops that are just right in front of you. And so I've had set up the simple way now where I can just use the 8 loops and just access them. So loop 1 is the Karma ODR10. It's a clone of the original Nobles ODR1 that I've been using for years. Very natural sounding distortion. Okay.
It's nice.
Then the next one is a Karma clone also, my friend Greg Droman, and it's a clone of the Mostortion, which is another Nashville favorite. Just a little different flavor of distortion.
It is different.
I would set one for more high gain, one for lower gain. That's how I would do it. Next we have, this is just kind of a luxury. I don't use compressors, but somebody asked me, why don't you use compressors? And I thought, well, I'll put a compressor on here. So it's a good one. It's the Boss CP1X. And it really does make kind of a nice sound. The limiting is nice.
Very nice.
Right? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, then number 4 is, this is kind of a luxury too. This is a pedal that Rocket made for me 10 years ago. It's the Tim Pierce Overdrive. Right?
Yeah.
And on this particular gig, this particular pedal board, I'm going to use this for high gain.
Okay.
So, you know, when I do, for instance, let me just tune up my G string. Well, I should mention the Canvas tuner. I got excited about this for a couple of reasons, but the orientation changes when you put it sideways. So
I know, I've got one.
You got one?
Yeah, I use it. I love it.
It's just great. So I've got this pedal with a Tim Pierce pedal. I'm going to use it for high gain stuff. Right? So, you know, just having 3 overdrives is great because you can set them for different flavors. That's all this is about, really. Okay, then we go to 5. Let's see what's 5. One of the Line 6, you know, Jack of all trades, HX Stomps. And it could be anything, but right now I have it set for vibrato, which is one of my favorite effects. I just love that. Especially when you put some reverb and delay on it.
So you're controlling the reverb with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll get to that. That's going to be the next thing I show you. So then number 6, I just have a tremolo here, which this has an actual momentary switch on it. It's modified by XTS. Tom Bukovac came up with this. It's momentary.
So you just activate it by pushing it and then
Yeah. So you can just have a momentary, and then you can easily set it so it's a standard tremolo.
That's
So
a pretty good idea.
Looking forward to playing with that. Number 7 has 2 things on it. It has the Lex, which is a great Leslie. And then I also have another Line 6 pedal, so that if I want to try something different with that. They're just so versatile. There's so much in them. Fuzzes, compressors, modulators, delays, wacky effects. Just so I can actually just call up anything I want on another loop. And then finally, The most exciting part of this, because they're on expression pedals, on channel 8 I have a reverb and a delay. And I activate those with these expression pedals so I can use them as events. So if I'm soloing and I want to use a little bit of delay just as an event, and then it's dry again. Same thing with reverb.
I need to do that on my board. It's just amazing.
It's so fun. And I set these up so I can do them both at the same time. If I put my foot in the middle, I can activate both at the same time.
It's very useful and very different. And yeah, I love it.
And just dry it up. A little bit, a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's a fun one. I like it. It's just the right size. And the 2-line-6
not that
pedals
big.
really are so versatile. If I need a phaser, I can call it up. If I need a auto-wah, ring modulator.
And you've got like 60 songs, am I right, to play, so very different styles.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
it's
do
actually
different
80 songs. So every style
80?
there is.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
every style
How
in the
can
world.
you memorize that? I mean,
You
it's-
don't. You actually, I do some memorization. You rely on the
Yeah, I mean,
sheet
you know,
music
yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
and your memory. So
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
your memory, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Even if you have the tabs or.
do my best.
Cool.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's
I
impressive.
I get the material a month in advance, so that helps me. That's my requirement. If they want
Yeah.
me on board.
Yeah.
The other guys just sight read the stuff for the most part, but I learn it in advance. It's kind of fun, but it's kind of challenging,
Yeah, it
kind of
is.
scary.
Yeah, it is. I would be scared, especially when it's on TV. And
Yeah,
in front
but
of
when you get
somebody.
there, everybody's having a good time, so it's
Mm.
fun.
Yes, yeah, it's going to be fun, I'm sure. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. It is my first official interview on the Guitar Pro channel, and it has been really great. So thank you.
Well, keep doing it. You're great at it, and
Thank
we
you.
love Guitar Pro, so
Thank you.
we love what you do. So keep
Thank
doing
you
it.
very much. I will. Bye, guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you later.